Okay, hi guys, your girl Cache back with another video. So today I want to just talk about my upbringing. Okay, basically my upbringing was very traumatizing, very extremely traumatizing. It fucked me up. It fucked me up truly. My family was super strict, super religious, and my mother absolutely despised me. Despised me. I'm gonna put it like that. It was real. I felt it. She knew it. It is what the fuck it is. Can't go back. Only thing I can try to do is go forward at this point. I can't go back from that, from what happened. Okay, so growing up, um, my mother had a sexual relationship with her father. And it's the reason I'm calling it a sexual relationship. I don't believe it's on some flaws and faults in that story. Now, what I would say is because he was a lot older than her, she was the victim of this shit. 100% was a victim of this shit. Don't get me wrong. But every person I ever known to be a rape victim um was off serious drugs their whole life. Got hands like a motherfucker. Um have slept with over 1,000 men. Into prostitution, into porn, into I never known a woman that been raped to get married. I never known that in my life. Ever in my fucking life. Her and my father are actually still currently married. Um, like I said, my upbringing was very traumatizing, extremely traumatizing. It put me in fear. I'm in fear of a lot of shit. I have a lot of anxiety about shit. I over worry about shit that probably not even there, but it's just that's the way my mind is like turning and shit. So, it fucked me up. It's fucking and it's continuing to fuck me up to this day. Like I'm fucked up behind this shit. Only thing I can do is move forward. Like, okay, at the end of the day, like I said, what I ever known of a rape victim is to have slept with over 1,000 people, have maybe 10 different baby daddies, um, be off crack they whole fucking life, seriously off crack. Not just fake off crack, seriously off crack. Cause my at one point my mother did crack, but it was in like the 80s when that shit was popular. And who wasn't fucking doing crack? It was like the new weed. Like that's before weed, I think. I don't know. It was before my time wasn't born. But to my knowledge is before I would think it was like how weed came out and everybody was like on the new weed or whatever. So that was like the new thing was crack in the 80s. So at the end of the day, I poke holes in that story tremendously. I really do. I don't know what the fuck really happened. I would say that she was a victim, just off the strength that he was a lot older. So in my mind, she was a victim 100%. I don't take that away from her. I believe she was a victim. The dilemma I'm having is that um they thought being strict on me was gonna help me. That shit ended up hurting me. They were strict. It's six of us. They were strict on all six of us. So that shit, it didn't help at all. It actually hurt. It hurt. It hurt more than it helped. I would say that. It hurt way more than it helped, motherfucker. Um, like, like I said, I never known a victim to be married with all 6 kids by one nigga, one man, one man. I never known that to happen with a rape victim. I'm sorry, I just never known it to fucking happen. So basically, like that shit, like I said, I was the most despised. I think she even wished I was never born. Almost, my earliest tragic memory is of as of 12. Okay, so by 12, um, like she was already like taking my self esteem down, um, making me feel less of a little girl, making me feel less of a person, like just always coming at me and coming after me and just making sure that I was gonna be the most depressed kid she had. She made 100% sure of that. And as long as I was around my family, they would step on my neck to make everybody else rise up. My neck had to get stepped on in the process to make sure everybody else came up and did what the fuck they had to do. Um, it's been like a repeated cycle of that my whole fucking life. So that steers me away from friendships. That steers me away from relationships because it's like and the submissive energy I'm coming from, I'm only gonna be a girl. If I get into like a friendship with a person, I'm gonna be they do girl. I'm gonna be the person to call when they don't have nothing else to fucking do, or the person that they just treating like the bum bitch of the group. or the if I get into a relationship, I ain't gonna make it more past the friends with benefits or maybe the side bitch at the most. I'm not gonna make it past that. Like my situation too fucked up. It's too fucked up. I'm not gonna sit here and act like it's not fucked up. Like I'm fucked up behind it. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm not. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm not. Um. So like okay, let me get back to it. Okay, so basically growing up, like I said, my mother was very abusive, very verbally abusive to me, more verbally than anything else, verbally and mentally abusive to me. All our kids really, but me, it was a special hate she had for me. It was a special hate. It was just always a special hate in her heart for me. Like I said, I remember as early as 12. It was a birthday. I was like getting up. It was like a regular day, like any other day. I'm getting up, acting regular. Basically like finna get ready to get my birthday started. So I'm finna put on my clothes. So she actually I have another little sister under me, and me and her, she pit us against each other. So she would make them do little evil shit to me to just make me stay in a depressed mood. They don't want to see me up. They don't want to see me up at all. They want to see me down as fuck. So like I said, I'm getting ready for my birthday to start. Getting ready for the day to start. Okay, and my little sister walks in, and I think she either throws something at me or like take something from my birthday gifts, something like that. And out of nowhere, she just started like tripping. Like she came in the room behind my sister and just started like saying like, "Oh, you fat bitch, you not finna enjoy this day. You ain't getting shit else." And just get to talking to me like I'm not 12, like I'm not a woman, like that shit won't destroy me. Like attack me in every other way, but but the way like verbally and mentally, like. So let me just get on because I'm moving too fast ahead. Okay, so my father, from about as early as I can remember, I wasn't a bad kid. Like I wasn't no badass kid. I wasn't doing nothing that fucking wrong. For the most part, I was pretty like fear of my fucking parents. They fucking actually scared me. Like they fucking scared me. They made me think the world was out to get me. Don't live a life. Don't do nothing. Basically, like I was actually scared of the fucking world as a little kid. Like, and the crazy part about it is, like the place where I come from, I'm extremely known, extremely, and that's actually weird because I remember spending most of my time in the house and out the house. But like I said, it was like I can almost say it was like a low income, like a low income like project, almost not a project, but like buildings. All four of the neighbors knew each other, so we all grew up together. So, but they didn't let us go past the front porch. We never went past the front porch, like as far as I can go back. Never. Like now what my father did was, he physically and spiritually broke me down. You beating the fuck out of us. My okay, like I said, okay. So basically, he beat the fuck out of us every day. It's really us. It's me and three other people above me, which make it four. He beat the fuck out of us every single day of our life. Every single day of our life, just beating the fuck out of us because his own anger or whatever. So he had like real militant, real strict parents, and you just beating the fuck out of us. Okay, give me a reason that you beating me. Don't just be beating the fuck out of me and you see that this is like, I'm already scared of everything. I'm already like, you got me where you want me. What are you abusing me for? What are you fucking going even further to beat the fuck out of me for and spiritually break me down? Like, at the end of the day, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that to me? Like, I didn't understand. So, yeah, like I said, he physically abused us every day of our life. Every day of our fucking life. Me and the top three. Us top four, physically abused us every day of our fucking life. We got the fuck beat up us with belts. We didn't even have to do shit wrong. Okay, now let me go forward a little bit and say, my sister has always had like a Jezebelic spirit on her life. Always. From the age of, she started fucking at like 12. So she always had that Jezebelic spirit on her life. It was meant for her. Like, she is a bad bitch. She is. 100%. And had she not lived in Chicago, she would be up there with the bad bitches from the 90s. with the bad hoes. Not none of these new Instagram hoes. I'm talking about like the Melissa Fords, the Evelyn Lozadas. Any bitch, any cat bitch in the 90s, she would have been one of R. Kelly girls. Any cat bitch in the 90s, she would have been that bitch. She that bitch. She that bitch. I bowed down to her for a long time too. So let me, I just said a few steps ahead to let y'all understand why I was getting beat. Okay, so let me go back. Okay, so basically my father just beating the fuck out of us because she'll do one thing and we all get beat for it. No, just beat her ass. What the fuck you taking that on everybody for? And she's the one who doing the shit. Like, that's unfair as fuck. You don't beat no child that's good. You don't do that. Like, you don't know how they could turn them. That could turn them to anything. So he had me so much scared to the point where at like maybe like 5 or 6, maybe like 5, 6, or 7, I've been out of Pampers at this point. I'm literally using in the bathroom on myself at 5, 6, or 7 years old. I've been out of Pampers since maybe 2, using the bathroom on myself because we went to church every Sunday, every Tuesday and Sunday. So at this point, I'm using the bathroom on myself because I'm scared out of my fucking mind because I know that my sister just did some stupid ass shit to get us all beat and we all finna get beat. I didn't even do nothing. I was like the best. I was like the most greatest kid ever. Like, I didn't do shit. Like, I was never, even to this day, I'm not disrespectful to my parents because I just follow by what God say. Like, at this point, my only fear is God. That's my only fear. So, and he said, don't disrespect your parents. So I try not to go there with them, but I love them from a distance. I love them from a distance. I keep them at arm's length, like, for real. I keep them real far away from me too. Like, I'm fucked up. So, basically, like I said, I was using the bathroom myself at 5, 6, or 7 years old. Okay, at the end of the day, like, I'm 3 years out of Pampers and I'm still doing this shit. That's fear. That's intimidation. Like, you don't do no shit like that. You just beating the fuck out of me. This bitch did wrong. What the fuck you hit me for? I didn't even do shit. Neither one of the 3 under my oldest sister didn't ever do shit. It was her fucking Jezebelic ass spirit. She been a bad bitch her whole life, and she just doing shit. At this point, she just doing shit. So let me keep going. Okay, so like I said, my father started the abuse with me. He started the abuse with me. So as early as about, I would say, as early as I can remember, I want to say like, what, 3 or 4? He was beating the fuck out of us. The fuck out of us. You hear me? The fuck. Fuck about just getting beat for. Is you fucking crazy? You don't put your hands on me and my sister have a 6-year age difference. So if she started fucking at 12, I would say around 11, maybe 10, 11 is when she really started getting in trouble. So I would say at about 3 or 4, I was getting beat the fuck out of with bats, brooms, shoes, extension cords, iron cords, whatever the fuck a motherfucker can find. Back in the days, you could beat the fuck out your children. You probably wouldn't get in trouble for it. That was back in like the early 90s. So let me go ahead. Okay, so basically, like I said, that trauma started as early as 3 or 4. You beating the fuck out of me and spiritually breaking me down. I am a girl. I am a woman. You don't put your hands on a fucking woman like that. Hitting me all on my face. Got whips all on my back. Got whips all on my arms. Got whips all over everywhere. Like, you don't just do shit like that to a girl, to your daughters. What the fuck wrong with you? So that trauma started at, like, I would say 3, maybe 4. Like 3. Earliest 3 years old. I was getting the hell beat out of me with anything a motherfucker could find to beat me with. And the trauma, and then my mother was like non-existent. So my mother was always a workaholic. So basically, as a workaholic, she was never there. She was always at work. And basically, my daddy was left to raise us, to watch us and raise us. So she didn't come back around like on a real basis until I was about, I'll say about 10. So 10, yes, I was about 10. 10, yeah. So 10, I'm sorry, not 10. I'm sorry, you guys. Not 10, 12. We moved from where I grew up at in 2006. So So about 12 years old. 2005, 2006, so about 12 years old. So she came back around because she was pregnant again. She became pregnant with her sixth child. So this is the sixth sibling at this point. So after that, like at this point, like she had already, my sister had already, the Jezebel spirit had already rubbed off on my mother, and basically she was like, she was in church for about 10 years straight, and no, it was about the 10-12 era. So she was in church for about 10 years straight. So after 10 years, she got out of church, started talking back in the streets or whatever, running the streets with my sister. Like I said, my sister was that bitch back in the days. Everybody wanted to be around her. Everybody. Like I said, she had a Jezebel spirit. She had the connection to all the niggas. She was hustling. She was doing drugs. Like I said, if she had it not been for her living in Chicago, she would have been that bitch. Rich today. Up there with the 90s motherfuckers. The drug dealer wives. Like, she would have been a kept woman. I'm telling you, our life would have been great had she not lived in Chicago. Because these niggas ain't really got shit. For real. Like, they really don't. So, and it's crazy because Chicago is on the map. So, I'm not fucking understanding. Like, how Chicago was just, like, so fucked up and broke. But they on the map for sure. But, like I said, let me go back. Okay, so, basically, at this point, around the 10-12 era, she's getting out of the church. She is going towards the streets. So at that point, it became less about, I didn't see her. She was non-existent. But she always knew that she just didn't like me personally. Like I said, when I came into this world, I made my parents get saved. I made them go get married. I made my mother get off of crack or whatever, cocaine. I made her get off of that, and I think she always hated me for that change. I think she always hated me for that change in her life. I don't think she was ready to transition yet, but I guess God forced her to life, and God forced her to calm down. So, because as I was born, I was actually supposed to be taken away by the state. So she did all that to like get me back and keep it with her. She should just let me go to the fucking state. For real. So, okay, let me keep going. So we moved from where my neighborhood of where I was born and raised at, 12 years straight. We moved out of there, and at that point she had moved away from us. She was, like I said, she was pregnant with my sixth sibling, and she had moved away from us at that point. So at that point, yeah, she was basically moving away from us, and she wanted nothing to do with her past life kids. She just could focus more on this new baby or whatever, and then the new nigga that she had, and she was focused on the new baby. She really didn't give a fuck about the other 5 that's sitting right fucking here. You didn't give a fuck about us. But whatever, she left us or whatever, so we was into my daddy care. So I moved back with my mother, I would say, in like 2007. So at this point, I'm 13. I'm like 12, 13. This is when the abuse is coming down on me. This is when my mother is physically waking up, cursing me the fuck out every day. Really, all of us, but she didn't like me at all. Like, it was something about me she just didn't like. It was something about me she just couldn't fucking stand. I irked every part of her fucking nerve. Every time I came around, she did something spiteful, evil, malicious, mean. Just scaring the fuck out of me. So, like I said, this is around the 10, 12 era. So, at that point, she's just verbally and mentally breaking me down. This will kill me. As a woman, you cannot be weak-minded. You cannot be fucking weak-minded. At the end of the day, you bring life into this bitch. You cannot be weak-minded as a woman. You make all your kids as strong as possible. But your women, they're women, bro. They bring life into this bitch. You don't just try to purposely intend to make them out to be a weak ass bitch. Like, you don't do shit like that. That shit not fucking cool. You don't do shit like that. You think that ain't cool by no stretch of the fucking imagination. That shit not okay. So, like I said, at this point, by around the 15 era, I was just over it. I was just fucking over it. Um, so I really took a liking. I thought like at this point, instead of running to the streets, instead of running to the streets, and basically, I watched how my sister made money off niggas. I watched how my sister made her money. I watched how my sister was a boss independently. I watched how she just like niggas praised the ground she walked on. She really had that thing like niggas wanted it. So she really had that. I watched that for years. I shared a room with her for like my whole entire life. So I watched how niggas react to her. So I just wanted niggas to react to me like that. So I moved with her at 15. So at this point, I'm a developing young woman, trying to see basically like, can I get on her level? Knowing that I look nowhere near like her, don't have the body nowhere near like hers. I'm just on a fucking wing and a prayer. But at this point, I'm like, fuck it. My life, I don't have no purpose at this point. I'm basically failing in school because I'm going to school depressed. I'm going to school with whips on me. I'm going to school defeated. I'm getting bullied at school on top of that shit. On top of all the shit I was going through at home, I'm facing this shit at school too. Oh hell fucking no. So I'm thinking like, okay, let me go around my sister. Let me try to learn some shit. Let me learn the tricks of the trade from her. Let me learn how to just move like how she moved. Let me be around her. So I'm around her. And at the end of the day, I think it was like a certain hatred that all my family had, always had for me. Deep inside, eternally, always had for me. Because when I moved around her in 2010, she did the same shit my mama did. Basically like just instead of like, and okay, like I hate when parents like try to stay their kids away from sex. Like at the end of the day, okay, it is, you're not supposed to do it with everybody. The shit do cause souls ties, but at the end of the day, it's like that shit feel amazing, fucking amazing, and it's like a release. It's a God put it here for a reason. Like it's not just here because humans just figured it out. It's here because it brings life into the world. It could be a beautiful thing. It's not always like a fucked up reason behind why you're doing it. It's not always that. Um, so instead of like sexually encouraging me and mentally encouraging me, uh, um, teaching me how to maneuver and move in this world that I'm gonna have to eventually have to learn how to maneuver and move in. I'm not gonna be a baby forever. I'm not gonna be a little girl forever. At some point I have to grow the fuck up and learn how to move in this fucking world. It's a cold ass world. But I have to learn how to get around it. I have to learn how to be a survivor. And I saw that from her. Like 100% she was a survivor. She was from the streets. Like I said, she was a hustler. She was like a sexual beast. Like she niggas wanted what she was selling. They was trying to buy whatever the fuck she was selling. Okay, I'm put it like that. Like she fucked with the top niggas on first name basis. She was never no side bitch. Always the main bitch. Could have been a wife. Could have been a wife. If she wanted the ring, she could have been 100% a wife. 100%. So I admired that. I was actually like envious of that. So I get around in my late teenage years, like 15 to like 19. I was around her more to learn from like while I'm still young. Let me catch on to this shit while I'm still young, so I don't have a fucked up adult life. Let me try to catch whatever game, whatever free game she got to give me. Let me catch on to that shit. Put me on early. Put me on early. Don't have me looking at no old dumbass hoe. Like put me on as a young hoe when I'm still young and fresh, still fertile, can still you see what I'm saying? Can still stick and move like the best of them. Put me on early, and it was in the era where it's like this is like 2010. So like my years of like greatness that I would just like totally missed the mark on would be 2004 and 2010. Okay, so let me keep going. So I'm thinking like I'm all excited, I'm all hyped, thinking I'm finna start my new life, thinking that this bitch finna teach me a trick of the trade. I'm finna be good for life. I'm finna be happy. I'm finna have like sexual enjoyment. Like I'm finna be lit. Basically, that's what I thought. At 15 years old, shit was all wrong. This bitch, she took a disliking to me as well because even though I was her blood sister, she just didn't feel like I was on her level. I wasn't on her level mentally. I wasn't on her level. I wasn't on her level physically. I didn't physically look nothing like her. Nothing. My sister is beautiful as fuck. I always been bad as hell. I had a nice, badass body, thick as hell. I always been that. I never been that. Never. So she saw those insecurities in me. She saw that I was broken as well and preyed on that 100%, 110% preyed on that 100%. So she let me in and had me being a fucking babysitter, telling her kids basically not to listen to me, to disrespect the fuck out of me, just feeding me to death, making me look all fat and unattractive. So even if you don't even have to sometimes have the face of the body, sometimes it could be the personality, sometimes it could be the success in life. Like push me towards going to school. Push me towards okay, so it's like it's not about being the baddest bitch, the prettiest bitch, the bitch with the most niggas. It's not about that sometimes. Sometimes it's just about push me towards success. Push me towards being great. Just push me towards like not even I don't even have to move like you move. Just push me in a good girl lane that I would have gravitated naturally towards. Cause naturally that would be my lane. I was fine being a good girl. I was fine with being with one man my whole life. I was okay with that. I was good with that. I didn't have to search the fucking rainbow, or I didn't have to like do all this extra ass shit. I didn't have to do that. I was okay with being married. I was okay with being in a cut. I was okay with having my children. I was okay with that shit. I was good. I was good. I didn't need no more. I needed no more than what was meant for me. I'll put it like that. So instead of pushing me towards greatness or letting me learn from her, she decided she was gonna have me raise her fucking badass, disrespectful ass kids, and intentionally tell them they don't have to listen to me, intentionally disrespect me, like I said, feed me as like I was heavier than this. I was about like at my heaviest, I was over 300 pounds. I was huge. The bitch was feeding me from like 15 to maybe like 20. It took me 5 years to understand, like, this bitch don't give a fuck about you. She don't give a fuck about you. She feel like you're not on her level at all. She actually wants you to get the fuck away from her. She just gonna use what she can from you as far as she didn't want to watch her own kids. She had a free babysitter. She had like in order for her to like her mindset to keep going, she working off ego. You have to bow down to that bitch. So I was singing her praises. I was like kissing her ass. Like I was basically the biggest fan of my sister. I was a fan of my fucking sister. I'm telling you, it was nothing she could do wrong in my eyes. For the first 5 years that I was around that bitch, it was nothing she could do wrong. But when I saw that she was leaving me in like fucked up situations, it didn't hit me. It didn't hit me like I really did love her. I was envious of her. Like I said, I admired her. I wanted to be around that to learn that energy, and it actually fucked me over in the end because I'm fucked up because of it. Because she all she did was took, and then give. You see, at this point, so at this point, at about 20, I just started waking up and smelling the fucking roses, waking up. So basically, I'm realizing like, damn, like this bitch don't give a fuck about me. She telling these kids to fucking disrespect me. She over fucking feeding me. My place used to be big as fuck. Two big ass plates full of everything that she ever cooked. She cooked big stupid ass meals. See the thing about the her body when she eat, I guess I don't know if her body type is different from mine. So she's not gaining weight that I'm gaining when she feed me. She's not gaining the weight that I'm gaining. So when she eat, it's like the shit is not going nowhere. When I eat, the shit is actually going somewhere and it's affecting me deeply. It's fucking me all the way up. But she was still the finest bitch walking. Nigga still on her ass. Nigga still want her. That wasn't the case for me. This shit fucking me up. I'm just sitting right here getting fat as hell, getting depressed as hell. And then at this point, this bitch she didn't been in the street so long. She didn't finesse everybody around her. So she not paying rent. She a damn con artist, not paying rent, getting me put out, having me in situations that as an adult now, I can never put myself in those situations ever. That shit fucked me up, traumatized me, have me scared as fuck to this day. What the fuck? Like I have to still like maintain as an adult. I still have to maintain as a fucking. Did you not think I would become a fucking adult one day? You think you could just do that shit to people and you can sleep like a fucking baby at night? Like, but let me go on. Let me keep going. So, like I said, basically, um, around the 20 mark is when I just started. So at this point, from 20 to about 25, I'm just bouncing back and forth in between my family house, well, my mother house and her house. I'm bouncing back and forth between them because at this point, both of them fucking me over. Both of them fucked me over. Father fucked me over originally. Then my mother fucked me over. Then my sister fucked me over. So at this point, I'm just getting fucked over 3 ways. 3 ways. I'm bouncing off everybody. Everybody fucking me over 3 ways. While everybody else getting their encouragement, getting their praises, getting their whatever, I'm getting the bad end of this shit. I'm getting the bad end of this thing. I'm just being depressed as hell my whole life. And in order for my family to have me around, they have to step on my back to make sure all them come up. So that's how they always operated. That from as young as I can remember, I've been a fucking scapegoat. I've been a fucking everything for this family. So now let's fast forward to now. Now, I don't live in as much fear as I normally did, but I still live in fear. I still have my fearful moments. I still have my anxiety moments. I still have my days like where I'm like, fuck this shit. I don't even want to be here no more. Like, and I have my days was like, nah, I gotta keep going. Um, I gotta get to what God has coming for me. I gotta get to that because I never truly enjoyed my life. I am 26 years motherfucking old, going on 27. And I'm not happy. I'm not happy, but I'm getting towards happiness. I'm getting towards happiness. Like, the reason I won't go to a psychiatrist is because I know exactly what the fuck wrong with me. I know exactly what the fuck fucked me up. So I don't need to go to a psychiatrist to find out what's wrong with me. The only thing I need to do is move forward. I want to move forward. I want to get past that shit. But I have to. I'm traumatized, like I said. But I'm not. I don't want to stay a victim forever. I don't want to stay traumatized forever. I don't want to stay fucked up forever. I don't want to do that shit. At some point, you have to play the cards that God dealt you. You have to play the cards that God dealt you. So play the cards that God deal you. So at the end of the day, if I'm steady focusing on past trauma, past pain, past shit that I cannot erase, that's in me forever, I'm never gonna get to the next. I'm never gonna get to the greater. You see what I'm saying? I'm just gonna keep always looking back like, damn. But I have to at some point move on if I want to maintain in this life. If I don't want to maintain in this life, what alternatives do I have? I have to get past it. I can't keep dwelling on that shit. I already like kept the people from a distance that's hurting my growth. I kept their ass from a distance. They can't call me. They can't come around me. They on the block list. I kept their ass from a fucking distance. Like I said, but I can only at this point I can only move forward. I can only move forward in my life to even just be sane at this point. That's all I'm trying to do is be sane. So um So like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you guys. Your girl Cache signing out. Thank you. Love you.